Welcome to A Journey with Food, Body, and Life podcast, a show for self led women who are ready to step into their own transformation with food and body. I am Haneen, a certified eating psychology coach and a mom of two. I believe it's time for a deeper approach to our nutritional health, one that not only helps us heal with food and body, but also heal with our life. Join me each week for guidance on your journey so that together we'll find your way back to fully loving yourself. If you are tired of the mainstream approaches and you want to go deeper to heal with the root causes of your challenges like emotional eating, binge eating, body image issues, and you're ready to live in peace and freedom, then this is the perfect show for you. Hi there, and welcome to the very first episode of A Journey with Food, Body, and Life. I am super excited to be here with you, and I am very grateful for you as you are tuning in. So, I have been practicing eating psychology for more than 2 years now, and it was the right time for me to launch a podcast. And I want to bring awareness into what eating psychology is and to guide other empowered women along their own healing journey. This first episode is going to be about what eating psychology is and how it is different from the mainstream approaches to health and wellness, like, for example, dieting. So, once again, I'm excited and grateful for you to be here. Now, let's dive in. As I am elaborating and riffing on what eating psychology is, I want you to reflect on your own journey with food and body since your childhood till this day. So, how did it look like, and how does it look like for you right now? What did you try before? What are you struggling with the most? Is it, for example, your weight? Is it something that has to do with food or a certain type of food? Is it an experience in your body? For example, you are struggling with your energy levels, or maybe a digestive complaint, for example, bloating, pain in your stomach, and other digestive issues. And are you struggling with any specific eating challenge? For example, emotional eating, binge eating, overeating, or maybe you are struggling with your body image issues. Take a moment to reflect on these questions and then come back to the episode to dive in. So, we live in an era where there's too much focus on weight, on the perfect body, the healthiest diet or lifestyle, to a point where our self worth, our confidence, and success stem from what we eat and how our body looks like. And if you are not in the perfect body or eating the healthy way, it is recommended by everyone around you that you do. So, is this a similar experience to what you're going through? Here, you might be in a position where you are unhappy with your food choices. Maybe you're restricting certain types of foods or living in deprivation. You might be avoiding eating unhealthy foods, or maybe feeling guilty about eating bad foods, or you desire to lose X amount of weight. And you have tried so many different diets and workouts to shapeshift your eating and body. It's like you are trying to fit in the mold of a healthy eating and lifestyle. But no matter how hard you try, you are still not getting the results you want. Or you might end up self sabotaging. Here, feelings of guilt, shame, fear of food, and hate might surface, which are emotions you really do not want to experience at this moment. For me, before adopting the approach of eating psychology, I struggled with weight issues. I struggled with fear of food, with emotional eating, binge eating. I also went on yo yo dieting, and I felt deep hate towards my body and myself. And honestly, nothing worked. No matter what I tried, nothing really worked. If it did work, it would have worked for, I don't know, a month or a couple of weeks, and then everything collapses and I go back to ground zero, and I'm not even happy with the place I'm in, and I would feel deep shame, and I would feel deeper hate, even more hate towards myself, because I just showed myself that I wasn't good enough and I failed, and it's like evidence for me that there's something wrong with me. So maybe we have similar stories or maybe different stories, but all of this is creating not only suffering when it comes to our experience in our body, but also a very unhealthy relationship with food and our body and ourselves. And here is another thing. If you are struggling right now with an eating challenge, like let's say emotional eating or body image issues or overeating, or maybe you are even struggling with an eating disorder like binge eating, anorexia, or bulimia, no matter how clean or healthy you eat, or how much willpower you have to follow through a diet plan or lifestyle, it will fail simply because you are not actually working on healing with the root cause of your challenges or disorder. And if this is what's happening for you right now, I just want to let you know that there is nothing wrong with you. It's just the approach that you are using that is not serving you in the sustainable way. There's nothing wrong with you, it's the approach you are using. For that reason, dieting is a shallow approach to health and wellness, and therefore a deeper approach to our eating experiences is needed. And that's all what eating psychology is about. So, eating psychology is the leading school right now and a profound paradigm where we redefine the way we understand and approach food and our body. Eating psychology is an integration of nutrition, behavior, mindset, energy, and psychological work. And here's the thing, when all other shallow approaches only focus on food, workout, and willpower, in eating psychology, we holistically approach food and body, where we take into consideration not just what we eat and our workout habits, but also who we are as eaters. What is our current lifestyle, our stress levels, our biology and genetics, our previous life experiences, and how it is interfering with our food choices and how we are perceiving our body. We dig deep into our psychology and mindset. So, all of what I just mentioned, all of these components highly drive our eating behavior and habits. Let's take an example. Let's say you are living in a stressful life situation. You are hustling maybe with your work or in your business or even with your family life, and you are using food right now as a way to de stress. So, here, instead of forcing yourself to follow a diet plan, we tap into how you can effectively deal with your stress levels. Maybe, let's say, rearrange your day to day schedule and how you are showing up in the different tasks of your day. Or maybe we work on eliminating or minimizing the stressors and adopting stress release tools to use instead of food. So, did you notice that everything I just mentioned has nothing to do with food? I didn't tell you go eliminate that, don't buy this, eat more of this. It's not gonna help you manage your way of dealing with food. It's only going to increase or it's only going to make things worse. What we do is we actually work on the root cause of why you are approaching food in this way. And of course, this is just one example of many other scenarios where food is meshed in with your life and who you are and what you do. So, in eating psychology, in terms of nutrition, we aim not to eat healthy food, but build a healthy relationship with food. We aim to not fit a certain body size or shape, but understand, respect, and honor our body and its needs. And here, we do not use nutritional science and education as food rules, but as guidelines to how we can best serve our body while taking into consideration its individuality and unique needs. We are learning how to fuel and nourish it away from fear of food, from food labels like good food, bad food, or healthy and unhealthy food, and from food restriction. So, for example, instead of restricting and let's say stop buying the foods you binge on or emotionally eat to escape or cope with a certain type of emotion you are experiencing, we use food and such experiences to heal with the root cause of this eating behavior. So here we view it as a leverage for us to tune inwards and do the inner work. The outcome would be not just healing with emotional eating, but also healing with your emotions, unmet needs, traumas, or whatever is driving you to use food as a coping mechanism or to be eating in this way. We believe that food and your eating is your greatest teacher. It is guiding you towards what needs to be healed from the inside out. It's a calling from your inner self to tap into what needs to be healed. Also, in eating psychology, we bring mindfulness into our eating experiences. And let's say we make it the highlight of our day instead of fighting it. So, here it's all about bringing mindfulness. Eating mindfully, mindful eating is a huge deal when it comes to how we are approaching food and body. And hopefully, I will be making an episode especially on mindful eating. So, also, eating psychology is all about living food freedom and in peace with food and body. No more suffering with our eating experiences and body because we believe that food is not the enemy, but rather our friend. Food is our guide and our best and most supportive teacher that brings us deep lessons and breakthroughs. In eating psychology, we also tap into who we are as eaters and why we are approaching food in this way and how our current relationship with food and our body has been serving us up until this moment. So, this is all about eating psychology in a nutshell. Of course, with later episodes, I will be riffing on and going deeper into a lot of different concepts I just explained today and I talked about today. You don't need to worry about, oh, what do you mean by food freedom? I will be explaining all of that in later episodes. We are going to have so much deeper conversations. And just so you know, on this podcast, you will never hear me say, do not eat this or avoid eating that, eliminate that type of food, or here's the number one secret to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I am not going to be doing that. Instead, I will be guiding you towards building a healthy relationship with food and your body. There is a huge difference between telling you to eat this and that and guiding you towards building that healthy relationship. And with that being said, our goal is optimal nourishment, feeling good in your body, having abundant energy, and healing with your inner world, and therefore with your life. This is how breakthroughs happen. This is what eating psychology is all about. All right, you guys, this is going to be a super exciting and mind blowing journey for you and for me, and I'm forever grateful to be on it with you. That's it for today. I wish you a blessed journey with your food and body. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.